At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747.
Tonight on News 46, an SUV barrels through the desert off Highway 372 this morning. Commissioner Hollis throws a feast at the Senior Center, and we're wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, November 23rd, 2011. I'm Rick Vale for News 46. Topping our news tonight, a single vehicle accident this morning off Highway 372 required emergency crews to respond.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
A single vehicle accident around 8 a.m. this morning off Highway 372 and Margaret Street. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies to find one SUV approximately 500 feet off the roadway. Apparently, the woman was under the influence of medications when the accident occurred. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue checked out the female on scene who declined to be transported. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Highway 372 and Margaret Street for News 46.
Well, Commissioner Gary Hollis, his wife Geneva, and many others once again threw a spectacular feast at the Pahrump Senior Center this morning.
Well, Commissioner Gary Hollis and his wonderful wife Geneva have been putting on a Thanksgiving Day event here at the Pahrump Senior Center at least since 2000. That's as early as he can remember. This year they had healthcare partners helping out as well as so many more. I can't even tell you how many people are involved in this, but we are going to speak to Commissioner Gary Hollis and Jessica Schultz from Healthcare Partners.
Well, you know, Geneva and I put this on Christmas and Thanksgiving every year. Focus has been providing the turkeys for the last 5 years, and I thought it needed a break, and so I asked Healthcare Partners, and they graciously said, whatever you need, we're here to help you. So Healthcare Partners donated, I think it was 27 turkeys, and that's what we're eating today.
This is a wonderful thing. I know Healthcare Partners got some donations as well. A lot of people helped out on this, but you and Geneva have been doing this kind of as a tradition for years.
Yeah, well, we were thinking about it last night, how long it's been doing. I know at least since 2000, but I think it's even been longer than that. But yeah, there's a lot of people. You know, Dr. Gunther, he helps me put on the fruit bar every month. Dr. Batty, he's always there for me when I ask him. Healthcare Partners, Solar Millennium, Mark Ferrantino, Desert View Hospital, Susan Davila, Ponderosa Dairy. Assemblyman Goodhart has always been a real good partner of mine on these events. There's just been a lot of good people. John Shea from Front Valley Disposal. All these people have really stepped up to the plate and helped me. And I want to thank Healthcare Partners for graciously helping me out this year.
We're happy to help anytime.
This is wonderful. I think you got a new partner here, Gary.
Well, it takes, just because Geneva and I put this on, we do, but we have to collect and work all year long to get the partners to help us pay for it. There's money involved here because 27 turkeys is a lot of turkey.
Yeah. There's a lot of people being served here.
Yeah, well, there's going to two chefs with 11, and there one will be at 12:30, and then there's not only the partners, it's all the volunteers we have here, healthcare partners. It's got people helping me serve. Susan DeVilla from the hospital's in there serving. Ron Kent, he's here. There's a lot of people involved in this thing. It's just not me.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you from the Senior Citizen Centers.
Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in Pahrump.
Everyone have a healthy, happy, and safe Thanksgiving.
We want to wish everyone in Pahrump and the surrounding areas happy Thanksgiving from Gary and Geneva.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving. This is Deanna O'Donnell at the Pahrump Senior Center for News 40.
Well, tomorrow the Community Thanksgiving will be held at the Nye Communities Coalition building on West Street.
Yes, it's a wonderful event that happened. If I have this, and Billy will be able to straighten me out, Dave Yoder, who is with Wings of Love, was the one who suggested coming here. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know who negotiated with Tim to get this place, but we were concerned about how we were not going to have a place after the Root Center. But what we all found out is you cannot outgive God. God wants us to work in our community, and this is voila. And you have to see the kitchen. But I'm going to let Billy take over from here.
Well, we put on a terrific program here, entertainment-wise and food-wise. And we're just hoping everybody that they just come down and enjoy. This is a good place to fellowship and enjoy your neighbors, get to meet them. That's what it's about.
Tim, this is a perfect location for a substitute for the Bob Roode Community Center. It just seems natural.
Yeah, we're really excited about the new location. We've actually just been here about a month now, and this will be the first large community event. We've already hosted a number of other small events. So we're just really excited to be able to host the Thanksgiving and actually Christmas dinner as well.
Wonderful. Are we going to be having other events here in this location?
We haven't even started to promote it as a facility to use yet, and people are finding us. So we're quickly trying to develop a policy and a practice on how to utilize the space.
So, Linda, I know that this feast brings together so many different people to thank for this. Tell a little bit about what we're expecting.
Well, right now we're putting our names out there to get people for rides, pickups, and delivery. And we're working with all the care facilities in town. We're getting a tremendous response. The people out there are so looking forward to this, and I think they're now getting used to that there is a Thanksgiving Day dinner that goes on in our community. We're going to be serving 1 to 3, as we normally do. And of course, we'll start our deliveries a lot earlier so that we're not all clamoring together and bumping into one another.
So people can contact you for more information about volunteering, donating, and as well if they need to be picked up or if they just want to attend the event and need more information. Where are we located?
We are at 1020 East Wilson, and that's sometimes a little tricky because that's our address, but we actually face West Street, so we're right across from the district office.
Well, RSVP held their holiday gathering to thank volunteers for their dedication all year long.
We're having our annual gathering for the volunteers who do so much around town all year long. And so we get together with a luncheon and we have a few goofy prizes and maybe a couple of goofy games, and people get to see that we have not only drivers and respite, but we also have Sheriff's Auxiliary, the library, telephone tree, the drivers. So we all get together at least once a year so we can see the other areas of the town that are covered by different volunteer groups.
This is a great event, and it kind of says thank you to the volunteers. You have volunteers in RSVP, Retired Senior Volunteer Program, but you also provide money for people who drive.
Yes, we do. We have the transportation program where someone will drive a senior, pick up a senior, and take them primarily to medical appointments. And when we have enough drivers, we will also take the seniors shopping, haircut, library, the bank, those kinds of things.
How rewarding is it to be a volunteer for a program like RSVP?
I think it's great. I can't imagine not doing it now that I've been here 5 or 6 or 7 years. And people are so thankful that we're here. And that's what makes us keep going. It makes me feel good, to be honest with you.
How many volunteers do we have now?
We have 41.
41, there you go. And that also includes respite care providers as well. And tell what respite care is.
Respite care is where a person, one of our volunteers, goes into a home for 4 to 5 hours at a time to allow the family or the paid caregiver to take a break from their 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week responsibilities. It is actually a lifesaver in many cases.
It really saves lives. It really helps out the family members. It's so important for them to have their time on their own so that they can recharge and kind of, take care of anything that they want to take care of by themselves without having to worry.
Exactly. And if they want to go down to the duck pond and take a walk, if that's what keeps your sanity, that's what you need to do. Because unfortunately, 60% of the caregivers die before their patient. And what happens to the loved one, the patient then? They need to be supported by the community in a care home somewhere. So respite is a much better answer, I think. And what I see on a daily basis, I really do believe it's a great answer for this issue.
The telephone tree, anybody can help volunteer for this too as well, right?
Yes, exactly. And you can call as many people as you feel like during the week and just make sure that they're okay. If they need something, then the telephone tree caller calls me to let me know.
What does a telephone tree do?
They call a person who is homebound and checks on their health and how they're doing overall. And if they need to go somewhere, if they need a doctor's appointment, if they need a contact name, phone numbers, they call me and I can provide that for them.
If people want to volunteer for respite care, I know that there's some training involved there, but if they want to volunteer to be a driver or the telephone tree or even to go through the training for respite care, how can they do that? Or if people need this service?
Call me at 751-5282, anything pertaining to RSVP. 751-5282.
Thank you so much, Jan.
And thank you, and I want to give a thank you to Vern for all the support he provides to RSVP.
All right, and as we head into our first break, here's our friend Jeffrey Rathjen from the Pahrump Nugget.
Hey guys, Jeff Rathjen here from the Pahrump Nugget. Want to let you know what's going on this weekend. Don't forget, we want to wish you all a very, very happy holiday with Thanksgiving coming up. Let you know we got some great specials coming up. The coffee shop has a dinner, turkey or ham, for $8.99. The buffet is going to be serving so much food, it's crazy, for $10.99. And if you want something a little bit more intimate, call Stockman Steakhouse. We're taking reservations for Thanksgiving. We are opening at 2 p.m. for $18.99. We have some holiday specials going on. Don't forget, Friday, 6 p.m. is our tree lighting ceremony. You know how it is. The day after Thanksgiving, we light everything up on the casino on the outside. So come on down and see what we've got going on. We got Santa Claus, we got hot cocoa, cookies, all the great things. Bring the family on down and come enjoy the day after Thanksgiving. We know you're going to be tired after Black Friday. Also let you know that Friday and Saturday we've got progressive drawings. Our drawing's over $6,500 right now. So come on out, enjoy, get ready for the holiday season. And again, happy holidays from the Pahrump Nugget.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
Welcome back to News 46. Zach Fuentes gives us an update in the week of entertainment.
I'm Zach Fuentes with your entertainment this week. The 2011 American Music Awards were held on Sunday. The show opened with a performance by rapper-singer Nicki Minaj, who performed a medley of songs off her latest album. Justin Bieber performed his original holiday song Under the Mistletoe, and Maroon 5 with Christina Aguilera performed their hit song Moves Like Jagger. Many other stars performed at the show, but the most talked about performance was Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo is facing criticism for her performance in which she wore what is being called a revealing costume. Some are also criticizing her dancing, which was a bit on the provocative side. And the biggest issue critics seem to be taking with her performance, though, was the fact that it was, for the most part, based around the car that she's being paid to promote. All in all, however, the performances were not too bad as far as controversy is concerned, especially when compared to past award shows. And now for the other most important part of the award show, the awards. Taylor Swift took home 3 of the night's biggest awards, which included Favorite Country Album, Favorite Female Country Artist, and Artist of the Year. British singer Adele was up for 4 awards and took home 3, Best Female Pop or Rock Artist, Best Pop or Rock Album, and Best Adult Contemporary Artist. Adele, who was in recovery from throat surgery, wasn't able to accept them in person, but is still said to be recovering successfully. Other wins included Nicki Minaj for Favorite Rap Hip-Hop Album and Lady Antebellum for Best Album. Katy Perry received a special award after her performance of her latest single, The One That Got Away, for being the first woman with 5 #1 hits from the same album. Well, Friday, the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department announced that they will be reopening the investigation into the death of Hollywood legend Natalie Wood. The announcement comes nearly a week before the 30th anniversary of her death. Now, for those of you who don't remember or don't know, Natalie Wood was on her yacht with husband Robert Wagner and his co-star at the time, Christopher Walken, near Catalina Island on November 28, 1981. According to Wagner's account of what happened, he, his wife Natalie, and Christopher Walken got into an argument because Wagner was jealous of Walken and Wood's friendship. It has been rumored that the 3 of them had been drinking. After the argument, the 3 went in different directions, and Wagner later went into Natalie's room to talk to her, but she wasn't there. Wagner and Walken searched the boat for Natalie, but she was not there, and neither was the boat's dinghy. Wood's body was found a mile away from the dinghy, and she was wearing a down jacket, nightgown, and socks. It was speculated that she was trying to take the dinghy back to shore to leave the yacht after the argument, or that in an attempt to secure the dinghy, which was banging against the boat, slipped and fell. Now, according to those who knew her closely, Wood could not swim. Nearly 30 years to the day, the only other person aside from the 3 stars that was on the boat is now speaking out. The boat's captain, Dennis Davern, has recently stated that he lied when he initially spoke to investigators about the actress's mysterious death. He alleges that Wood's husband, Robert Wagner, had something to do with her death, which up to this point has been called an accident. The captain has been suggesting that Wagner is responsible for her death. Other witnesses who were in yachts nearby to Woods are now claiming that they heard a woman screaming for help because she was drowning. Homicide investigators have decided to reopen the case because they received an anonymous tip and are asking anyone with information to come forward. No matter what is determined regarding the case, we will be sure to keep you posted. Well, Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees has had a couple of health scares this year, but now he is truly fighting for his life. The 61-year-old singer has reportedly been diagnosed with liver cancer. Gibb has in recent months become noticeably thinner and even had to cancel a few appearances due to severe abdominal pain. Tragedy is unfortunately something quite familiar to Robin Gibb. He lost his youngest brother Andy back in 1988 due to a heart condition caused by a viral infection, and also lost his twin brother and fellow Bee Gee Maurice back in 2003, resulting from intestinal problems. No word has been given just yet on his current condition, but we will keep you posted, and we wish the best for Robin Gibb. Well, on to a lighter note, Prince Harry, arguably the wild one of the British royal family, spent 3 nights in Las Vegas. The 27-year-old was spotted in various nightclubs on the Strip and spent most of the weekend with a mysterious blonde. The prince arrived in Vegas on a Harley Davidson that he rented in Arizona, which is where he has been undergoing military training since last month. It was the prince's first time to Las Vegas. Since he's been to Vegas, I think next time he can come to Pahrump, right? I'm Zach Fuentes, and that was your entertainment this week.
Thank you very much, Zach. And folks, here's Ginger Tyra with your First Move Fitness tip of the week.
Hi, Ginger Tyra again, personal trainer at First Move Fitness and sports nutritionist. 'Tis the season for holiday parties, and with the festivities comes an abundance of tasty treats. But you don't have to resist every temptation to keep a healthy diet. Here's 6 tips for how to eat smart while you celebrate. First, don't go to a party hungry. You may be tempted to overeat the high-calorie party snacks. Instead, eat a healthy snack before the party, like an apple, banana, or some yogurt. Second, you don't have to avoid the snack table. Look over the options and be choosy with your sweets. Take a smaller plate when possible. Third, do your talking away from the food table. You'll be less likely to nibble as you visit. Fourth, opt for virgin drinks or use tonic water or club soda as a mixer. For each mixed glass of wine or drink, you should drink a glass of water in between. Tip 5, when making your contribution to a party, opt to bring a vegetable platter rather than a cookie tray. This will ensure that you have a healthy option. And our 6th and last tip for the holidays is make sure to fit in your regular workouts to burn off those extra party calories. But no matter your strategy, just enjoy yourself.
And of course, all of us are wishing you all a very best holiday season to you and yours.
Just want to wish the whole town of Pahrump a very happy Thanksgiving from the Pahrump Senior Center.
Happy Thanksgiving from Healthcare Partners.
Happy Thanksgiving. From all of us at KPVM-TV, we'd like to wish you and your family a very happy holiday season and enjoy that turkey. By the way, guys, I'm going somewhere where it's like 85 degrees right now, so I got a plane to catch. See you guys later.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye. And folks, don't go anywhere because we're going to have Zach Fuentes after the break with a look at your 7-day forecast.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by Humana.
Welcome back to News 46. I'm Zach Fuentes here with your weather. Today, for the most part, we had sunny skies, and our high was only at up to 66 degrees. It's warming up a little bit here. Our winds came out of the south-southeast at 5 miles per hour, and our gusts were at up to 10 miles per hour. Pressure was at 30.3, UV was the same at 3 moderate, and our humidity was at 26%. The sunrise was at 6:29 a.m., and our record for today was back in 1995 at 76 degrees. Tonight looks like we're going to have some partly cloudy skies, though. Our low is looking like it's going to be at 45 degrees, and our winds are going to come out of the south-southeast at 5 miles per hour. The gusts are going to be at up to 7 miles per hour, and our humidity is going to be at 49%. Sunset's looking to be at 4:31 p.m., and our record for tonight was the same as last night's record, 1941 at 24 degrees. Tomorrow looks like we're going to have some partly cloudy skies. Our high is going to stay the same at 66 degrees, but our low is going to be at 40 degrees. Our winds are still going to come out of the south-southeast at 4 miles per hour, and our gusts are only going to be at up to 6 miles per hour. Our UV is going to be at 3, moderate, and our sunrise is going to be at 6:30 a.m. Our humidity at 33%. So tomorrow we're going to have some clouds, and just to let you in on this little secret, I usually, like I say, I know I always say this, but I still do it. I never let you guys know if it's going to be anything less than 20% chance. But we do have a 10% chance of rain for tomorrow. Hope that doesn't happen, but that will be interesting if we have some rain on Thanksgiving. Friday, Saturday, though, we're going to have some sunny skies. Sunday, we're going to go into mostly sunny skies, and Monday and Tuesday is going to be cloudy as well. Wednesday, though, we go back into some sun. Our Monday and Tuesday, our highs are going to go up to 70s once again. So like I said, things are warming up just a little bit there. Our overnight lows, for the most part, are going to remain in the 30s. And today's worst weather was in Three Links, Oregon, where they had soaking rain. And hopefully that doesn't happen for us tomorrow. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Zach. Folks, tonight from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. is a community Thanksgiving dinner at the Old Skate Zone on Calvada, and everyone is invited to attend. And tomorrow, don't forget, is also a community Thanksgiving dinner. It will be held from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Nye Communities Coalition Building on West Street, across from the Nye County School District office. The Pahrump Nugget will have a tree lighting ceremony Friday night at 6 p.m. All are invited to attend. Arrive early for hot chocolate and cookies. The community Christmas tree decorating party will be on Saturday morning beginning at 9 a.m. on the property of the Saddle West. Maria Russell will perform on Saturday a Cup of Faith at 2250 East Postal Road from 11 to 1 p.m. The Pahrump Gunfighters will be performing at Dusty Flats at the Stage Stop on Stagecoach Road off Irene Street this Sunday beginning at 2. Bring the kids for a free fun time. And folks, it's getting that time. Black Friday is right around the corner, and what we got to do now is we're shutting down. We're shutting down our analog signal, Channel 41. If you're watching us on Channel 41, now is the time to start preparing for the digital changeover. You're going to want to go out and get something like a digital television set or a digital converter box, and we figure with Black Friday right around the corner, you might want to consider that as the gift to give. Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale, and from everyone up here in the Hill of KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, a very happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you here again on Monday night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.